Welcome back to the channel, guys. Lord Zone here, and today I'll be analyzing one of my favorite characters in House of the Dragon, Larys Strong, and trying to find out what his goal is. Larys was born the second son of Lord Lionel Strong, the Lord of Harrenhal. He was born with a twisted foot which made him limp, thus giving him the nickname the Clubfoot. Larys' father Lionel was King Viserys' master of laws, so Larys was brought to court and became one of the confessors, a group of royal officials tasked with interrogation and torture. Larys attends Aegon's second name day alongside his father and older brother Harwin. Because of his clubfoot, he can't do things most men can do, such as go hunting, so instead he sits with the noble ladies and listens in on their political gossip, taking in as much information as he can. Larys becomes someone the viewers start to watch out for, after he has a conversation with Queen Alicent Hightower. Alicent's father, Otto, was just unnamed as Hand of the King by Viserys. As he was saying his goodbyes to Alicent, he said that if Rhaenyra succeeds Viserys on the throne, then in order to solidify her claim, she'll have to kill Alicent's children. This created a rift in Alicent and Rhaenyra's rocky relationship. Larys decides to capitalize on this. Alicent had confronted Rhaenyra after she overheard the rumor that she lost her virginity to her uncle Daemon in a pleasure house. Rhaenyra denied the accusation and swore to Alicent that she remained a maiden. While it's true that she didn't lose her virginity to Daemon that night, she did in fact lose it to Sir Criston Cole. Larys found out through his spy network that the Maester recently gave Rhaenyra a tea. He assumes this is moon tea, which is taken to abort pregnancies. He tells Alicent that he's concerned about Rhaenyra's health, because a tea was delivered to her chambers, so it must be in order to help her feel better. He plays dumb, but knows exactly what he's doing. Alicent then knows it was the moon tea, and knows Rhaenyra lied to her. Larys ends up becoming a close ally to Alicent, feeding her information and building up more hostility between her and Rhaenyra. After Otto was unnamed as Hand, the spot was filled by Larys' father Lionel. Alicent complained to Larys about how she felt she had little allies, and how she wished her father would be brought back to his old position on the council. Larys then devises a scheme to give her what she wants. His father and older brother had returned to Harrenhal, so Harwin could prepare to become the Lord. Larys offered prisoners who were sentenced to death to be freed if they worked for him and had their tongues removed. Some accepted and were tasked by Larys to burn Harrenhal, killing Lionel and Harwin. This resulted in Otto being brought back to court as Hand of the King, and Larys becoming the new Lord of Harrenhal, the largest castle in Westeros. Larys continues to support the Green faction, helping clear the way for Aegon to be crowned, and even making Alicent show him her feet in exchange for information. So the question arises of what does he want? What is his ultimate goal? Well, let's analyze his upbringing. We're told in Fire and Blood that Lionel had 3 wives. This is a common recipe for creating turmoil within the family. Lord Quellon Greyjoy, for example, also had 3 wives. Perhaps this has a negative impact on his sons, who aren't too right in the head, particularly Euron. Larys also would have grown up feeling like an outsider in his brother's shadow. His older brother Harwin was called Breakbones, due to being the strongest knight in the 7 Kingdoms. So while his brother is known for his strength, Larys is known for his weakness, being his clubfoot. For this, he was probably bullied growing up. Since he can't use his body to fight and find a respectable place in life, he's instead forced to use his mind. Larys' name seemingly combines Littlefinger and Varys, 2 of the biggest schemers in the main series, and I think George did this intentionally. Larys is similar to Varys in that they both have a vast spy network and use information to get ahead in life. He's also similar to Littlefinger in that they both try to create chaos by turning people and families against each other, which allows them to rise to a higher position. I believe that since he was overlooked all his life and potentially bullied, Larys wants to become as powerful and as feared as possible in any way he can. And the best way for him to achieve that is by creating chaos, much like Littlefinger. If anyone has any other thoughts on Laris, please feel free to comment them down below. This was recorded before Season 2, so hopefully we'll get more answers to the motives of this fascinating character when the long-awaited season finally airs. I would also appreciate it if you would like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.